Hello everybody, this is Pun Frugal Streamer, and I want to talk about noise suppression. It's a big deal lately because a couple different companies have put out apps here that have become very popular with our whole situation of being stuck at home and having to do teleworking and that sort of thing. So NVIDIA has released RTX Voice. I've done a video on that, on how you can use it with a GTX card, and I will link that in the description below. But there's also Clear Edge, which is another popular one. It's been recommended to me to compare, and it works with everybody, and it uses your CPU. So I want to compare those two, but I also want to show some other ones too that are available. We'll compare all of those. I'm going to record using Audition my raw microphone and in each of these apps, and including OBS Studio, and show you how you can use noise suppression to get rid of background noise, and then I'll give you my opinions there at the end. Now, if you do not want to go through me showing you each of these apps and testing them out individually and recording them, I will provide a timestamp in the description where it will just fast forward you to the area where I've have all the samples in Audition, and I then compare each of those together and then give you my thoughts. All right, now let's go ahead and get into the part where I go and show you how I set each of these up inside of my system to record each of the samples in Audition. All right, so what I would like to do here is I'd like to record my microphone using each of the different apps. But the first thing I'd like to do is record just straight microphone with nothing, no effects or anything applied. And so what I've done is I've gone into Cantabile, and as you can see with this blue line, I've just disconnected my effects chain, and I'm running straight through Cantabile without any effects whatsoever. And then of course I've gone on the Stream PC, and I am running an input to record. I've armed this track to record my straight microphone, which you're also hearing in OBS. Now, in OBS, I do have a little bit of gain added and a limiter added just so that there's no peaking. Because I don't want to hurt your ears, and I don't want any, any clipping going on. So with that being said, let's go ahead and record a quick count track. I'll count to 5, and then we can listen back. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right, then what I can do is I will normalize this so that we can, just hear it better. And we'll play it back. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right. So that is that. Now let's go over to the game PC. And then what I'll do is I'll go ahead and I'll record the Reafir plugin first. So let's pull this guy down, and let's get our input there, and we'll take the output to the main speakers. And of course we'll just disconnect here just so you can see that the path now is going just through the Reafir plugin and to my main speakers, and it's not disconnected here anywhere. In my Reafir plugin, I have a profile set for my background noise, so you should be hearing it now. So let's go ahead now and record using that. One, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right, so then the same rule applies. I'm just going to normalize it for better hearing. All right, so now let's go ahead and we'll now set up for RTX. All right, so what I want to show you is I've got RTX Voice now. We're recording RTX Voice. I'm using the virtual mic out of RTX Voice. You should still be hearing my normal mic in OBS, but for Audition, what I'm going to do is, have the RTX Voice going to Audition to record. So we have Audition going to this track here, and we will go ahead and record a quick 5 count of RTX. Now, there is no suppression RTX, but I want to listen to see if there's if the audio codec changes the actual sound of my microphone any. All right, so let's do a quick 5 count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right, so then what we're going to do, we'll go, like I said, we'll do the normalize. All right, so let's compare our normal mic. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then go and listen to the RTX. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So there is an actual difference in the actual microphone sound, even without noise suppression applied, which tells me that the audio codec, does, change it and recode it, which is interesting, because I actually don't think it sounds as good as the raw mic. All right, so what we'll do now is we'll go over and we can then turn on noise suppression to the microphone here. All right, so now it should be noise suppressing. And then we can go back to Audition. And then we can go and arm track 4 and record it. We'll do another quick count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right, and then what we can do is we'll normalize that. Let's compare it to this one, which is the RTX without any suppression. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so there you saw that it was actually trying to suppress some of the sound, but it wasn't able to get all of the background out, which is interesting again. I would actually think that it would be able to do that, but I have a little theory behind that, which I'll kind of talk about once we do all this. So the next thing we'll do is we'll go ahead and set up for Clear Edge, which will be kind of the same setup I'm going to do as I did with RTX Voice. Okay, so we have the same basic setup with Clear Edge here. It is running. You can see that it is picking up my default microphone, and then it is outputting to the B3 here where I have the Clear Edge mic selected. So same output, same setup as RTX. And of course you see it armed in track 5. So let's go ahead and record Clear Edge without any suppression, and then we'll do another track with suppression. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So what we'll go ahead and do now is we will then just add the -3 normalization. All right. And then let's go ahead and, since we're here, let's go ahead and record Clear Edge with suppression. And I'm going to go ahead and go over to the game PC. And we will go ahead and hit the enhance speech. And then we'll do a 5-second record in Audition. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Again, we'll normalize -3. And now we can listen to these tracks and actually see if there's any differences. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I didn't really hear much of a difference, to be honest with you. I actually didn't even hear the background noise go away. Just for reference, let's listen to our raw mic here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Not bad. You can still tell the difference. I think I can hear the difference between my raw mic and the sound. It's definitely not as good in Clear Edge. And I actually think it's marginally, maybe even worse than RTX. But we'll listen to them again and we'll compare them here toward the end. All right, so now let's go ahead and do OBS Studio. All right, for this last bit, we're not going to need anything other than OBS to record the mic because we're going to use the microphone that I'm using here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go into filter, and you can see here I've got gain and limiter. I'm going to add noise suppression, and you're going to notice my microphone change a lot. And so I'm going to move this up to 0 and move this up in the chain. All right, so you can hear everything. And I'll do a short count of 5. Now, first of all, what I'm going to do is I'm going to look at the meter here in OBS, and I'm going to see if I need to adjust suppression to get rid of any background noise. All right, so I'm probably pretty good there. Generally speaking, though, from my experience, anywhere from 0 to about a -4 is about as much as you go. I'll move it to -4 just so you can hear how it affects the microphone sound overall. So anyway, so let's do a short count of 0, and then I'll just change it to -4 and do another short count so you can hear the difference. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right, I'm going to switch it to -4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right, so now we're back to normal microphone. All right, so now what I'll do is I'll import this to Audition, and then we can have all the tracks together. Okay, so here are all the samples we have taken using all the different noise suppression plugins and apps. The first one, of course, is my raw mic with nothing, no effects, no anything. Then the next one is just with the Reafir plugin, and I purposely didn't let you listen to that earlier for a reason. And then I want you to listen to the RTX with and without suppression, then the ClearEdge with and without suppression, or without and with suppression, sorry. And then OBS with noise suppression applied in the filtering would set at 0 and then again at -4. All right, so let's go ahead and listen to each of those. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right, so you could purposely tell why I did not let you listen to the Reafir plugin. In my opinion, it really is the best one out of all of these. Now let's kind of talk about why I think RTX and ClearEdge didn't do as well as they should have, or at least as I expected. And then why I don't even recommend using OBS, noise suppression. All right, so the Reafir, I think, does a better job at constant background noise like PC fans or AC, AC noise, that sort of thing. Something that's constantly there where you can set that noise profile and it just does a good job of cleaning it up. I think where RTX Voice and ClearEdge really stand out is for where noise is constantly changed. So if you're in a room with a bunch of people, I think it does a good job at reducing that kind of background noise. But with unless it's really loud, stuff like PC fans or your air conditioner, if it's at a low threshold, I really don't think it does RTX Voice or Clear Edge do a good job at handling that sort of thing. I think it really needs to be louder. And then just OBS noise suppression, I've just never been a fan of it. And I've only recommended it under extreme circumstances because it really does make your voice tinny, which all of these kind of do. I mean, none of these are absolutely perfect, but I think in terms of overall quality of your vocal and its ability to reject at least the background noise that I normally deal with, I think the Reafir plugin is definitely the way to go. Now, like I said, if you're streaming and you're in a room with other people and you have a TV going and the dynamics of that background noise is changing a lot, I think that's really where RTX Voice and Clear Edge will shine. But now what I'd like to do is go and show you how to set up the Reafir plugin so that you can use it in your own setup. If you're in a situation like me where you're in a separated room where you can isolate and, you know, you only really have to deal with subtle background noise from PC fans or maybe a little bit of hum or something like that in your system. Okay, so let's do that now. All right, so now what I want to do is I just want to show you how you can set up the Reafir plugin so that you can use it to reject background noise in your environment. You know, the things like some steady hum or air conditioner, which I have a AC running right now, and like PC fans, something that's constant. All right, so let's go ahead and I am going to go here and let's add a plugin. Now, my microphone might go away for a second as I have to change the patches and all that, but I'm going to go ahead and add the Reafir plugin there. All right, so now you should be able to hear my mic, and my mic is probably a lot lower than what it was in terms of volume, and I do apologize for that. But what we'll do is we'll take this Reafir plugin and we'll double click on it, and you can see my voice coming in here. Now we are at the default settings right here. So what I want to do is I'm going to go to select subtract first. I'm going to change this to 1024. Okay. I want this to be precise. And now what I'll do is when I go to subtract here, my mic might go away, but I'm going to explain what I'm going to do here. Bring this all the way down so you can hear my mic again. Okay. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to hit the reset button, and I'm going to check automatically build noise profile. And then what it'll do is once I quit talking and I hit that check mark, is it will measure my background noise so that it will just get a good sample. And you only need to do this for a couple seconds. Okay, so I'm going to stop talking and then hit the check mark. All right, so you hit uncheck, and then that will save the profile. Make sure you do not talk during this time, and make sure you uncheck it before you start talking again. And anyway, so that'll save that profile there, and then that will start rejecting that background noise that are recorded automatically while you're doing everything in real time, which is really nice. Now, if you want to adjust this, you press the control key, and you can move this up and down. And as you can tell, the more you move it up, the more noise suppression it does, and the more it affects your vocal. So you really need to be careful with this and really only use as much as you need to get rid of the background noise. And generally speaking, this is about as high as I really need it. So that's how you set up the Reafir plugin. The great thing about this is you can also use this as a filter option in OBS Studio. So you install your VST plugins wherever you have OBS Studio, and then OBS Studio will automatically recognize that there's VST plugins there. And then you can go in and set this up just like the same UI and everything. So it works exactly the same, which is great. All right, everybody, that is it. I hope you enjoyed this video. Make sure, if this video helped you out, to hit the like, subscribe, and hit that bell for notifications so that you'll know when I have a video that goes live. Also, my social media links are down in the description below. Make sure you check those out. I am on Twitter at @frugal_streamer. I also stream on Twitch at twitch.tv/thefrugalstreameryt, and then check me out on Facebook and my Discord, where you can find out a ton of information. Also get support help from a great community and myself. And if you really need help, I do have a support request area there where you can get one-on-one time with me. It is at a fee, but I'll remote into your PC and basically get your stuff set up for you so that you don't have to worry about it anymore. Other than that, guys, thank you for watching this video. Have a great, safe Memorial Day weekend, and we will see you later. Bye-bye.